Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long. A normal session with me does last an hour, but this is just enough to give you a taste to kind of see what it might be like to have Reiki so that you can decide if you would like more of it in your life or not. So, Reiki micro session. After that, we'll have 5 minutes of questions, providing that people have questions after that. But with the Reiki, I am going to go ahead and um, just tell you, for those of you who don't know, Reiki is an energetic healing modality. Most people know about it for healing with medical issues, but it's also good for healing with anxiety and other emotional issues, plus relationship issues, and even financial issues. Happy Thanksgiving, Ms. Marcia. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, by the way. And so, anyway, the intention that I'm setting with the Reiki for today is for improved finances for all of you who watch this video, and also for whatever else may be for your highest and best good for each of you as individuals. So, I think having said all that, let's get this Reiki started. If you guys have questions about Reiki, this is a great time to ask those questions. I'm happy to answer them. Marcia Smith, hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. Thank you for the thumbs up, my dear. Hello to those of you who have not said hi yet. We're glad you're here. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate this. Happy Thanksgiving. Does anybody have questions or what it is or anything about it? If you have them, this is the time to ask them. Shakoya, hello, hello. What are you using your Reiki for today? Marcia, what are you going to use yours for today? Are you going to use it for what I chose, or are you going to adapt it to something else as well? Happy Thanksgiving. Hello there to those of you who've walked in. You haven't said hi yet. We are glad you're here. Happy Thanksgiving. We're doing a little Reiki session, which I think I started it at 33 after the hour, which means we'll finish it up at 38 after the hour. What I picked? Fair enough, fair enough. I wondered if there would be anybody here on Thanksgiving Day. It's always fun to see. Happy Thanksgiving, Laura White. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. I don't think I've seen you in this room before, have I? Gracie, oh my goodness. It's good to see you live, my dear. Glad you're here. That doesn't happen very often for you. So, relationship to add to relationship integrity and for financial improvement. You had no plans? I had invites, and they were nice invites, don't get me wrong. But I'm behind on getting the monthlies out, and I thought I would take advantage of some peace and quiet in the house to work on those. Prachi Daswani, hello, hello. I don't know that I've seen you in the room live before. We're very glad you're here. Happy Thanksgiving. Welcome, welcome. We have 2 more minutes left of the Reiki. Does anybody have any questions about Reiki while we're doing Reiki? Best time for me to answer some questions about it. Your grandma has COVID? Oof. Oof. Is she in her home or is she at a hospital? Small family gathering earlier. Very cool. I think that's the safest way to go right now. That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. You know, some people beat it without ever having to go to the hospital, so that's always something to hope for. Oh, goodness. I am so sorry for your loss. I can understand that. After you lose somebody, any kind of planning or any kind of groups can be very overwhelming. All right, so we've got 5 minutes of Reiki in. Let me wrap this up. I'm going to set the timer and then we'll do 5 minutes of questions. If there are more questions after 5 minutes goes by, if you guys want to leave a super chat, then I can stay here and continue answering questions. But otherwise, I've got to get out of here and go do something else. Bum, 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 bum. And of course, for the 5 minutes, you know, super chats are always appreciated, never required. Let's take a peek at who's going to be the first question. Anybody have a question? Message from Spirit for Marcia Smith. Well, they're telling me they would like to give you some advice. Advice from Sacred Spirit for Ms. Marcia. 3 cards is what we're going to do. Ms. Marcia. Ms. Marcia. Ms. Marcia. What is this advice? That's not advice. That's a situation. What's the advice? Don't tell me you're gonna give me advice and then give me a situation with no advice. We still want advice. Okay, Ms. Marcia, I'm not sure how much advice you're actually getting. Hello there, Ms. Gabby. Glad for you to be here. So let's just walk through this, Ms. Marcia. The first thing that I got, first 3 cards that I put down, I think are more of a situation. Queen of Clubs in reverse just says you're feeling blue or kind of bumming about something. Wheel of Fortune in reverse is your second card up, and this is telling me, well, maybe you're feeling blue because things have been more difficult than what they should be lately. I think we can all say amen to that one this year. And then your last card, King of Coins coming up in reverse, is telling me that you're really having a hard time with financial stuff is more difficult than what it should be lately, and that's what has you feeling blue. Well, it's easy to see that because financial stuff influences so much other stuff. So when I say, okay, let's have some advice about this, here's the thing that we have coming in. We have the 9 of Clubs showing up in reverse. So for me, this is a surprise. So there's some kind of surprise that is coming in for you. This is part of the advice. That's what they're telling me. This is part of the advice. There is some kind of surprise that comes in for you. That surprise is going to allow you to take some kind of action towards an opportunity. I'm assuming this is going to be an opportunity about money, 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 honey. And by the way, those of you who are watching, because I can hear you right now, you just put me on my soapbox. Money is not the root of all evil. Go back and read your Bibles. Love of money is the root of all evil. Not money, love of money. So there is nothing at all wrong with her doing something to increase her financial situation. Okay? Just let's clear that up because I can hear you guys kind of scrambling in your brains. No, don't bring that scramble to my channel. What you're doing that is going to enable you to bring in money is going to be that you are going to be clearing up confusion for other people. This is my massive confusion card. This is where somebody is so confused they don't know, as my dad would say, they rear end from a hole in the ground. Well, he would say it less politically correct than that, but y'all know what I mean. This is highly confused. So this action that you're taking is to help bring clarity to people that are confused. All right, that is your advice for getting out of this rut about not having enough money. Okay, Marcia? All right. Coming off of my soapbox. What's next? La da 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 da. Sequoia, Sequoia. Gabby, you have a question? Oh, wow. That would definitely be clearing up some confusion for that person, wouldn't it? Huh. Cool. Thank you, Marcia. All right, I already said that I'm going to answer one for Sequoia. This is going to be the last question that I answer, unless you guys want to drop a super chat. Never unappreciated to do that. So if you want me to answer another question after Sequoia's, drop a super chat for me and I'll stick around. Otherwise, if you have a 1-question or a 2-question reading, those are available on my website. You can find out how you can book one of those on the website listed in the description box below. And I also do live readings either via phone or via Skype, whether you want a video reading or a phone reading. That is your decision, unless you're outside the United States, in which case we do Skype. Let's see. So this was Sequoia. Message from Spirit. I put down 5 cards for you. 3 of Clubs. You're making some plans. Probably plans to travel. Yeah. You are putting yourself in a little bit of a vulnerable situation whenever you do this with the 7 of Clubs reversed. Should be aware of that. 8 of Clubs reversed. I see you making the plans, but I don't see you making the travel. You know what I mean? And it looks like you've kind of stuck your neck out on the line for these plans. And now you don't get to travel anyway. Okay. This isn't going to change. This isn't something that you can change with this card right here. This is basically saying that you're not you're not going to find a way to travel during this time that you're planning to travel right now, or to this place that you want to travel right now. That is just not going to happen. Okay. Now, normally I won't say that. Normally I go with free will. This is Spirit's way of telling me to tell you that this particular thing is not going to change. Okay. So, best advice for you: be the Empress, manifest the things that you want to manifest, but don't spend your money, your energy, your time planning this travel that just isn't going to happen. Don't put yourself in a vulnerable position for something that I feel like you already know this is iffy. You already know this may or may not happen. So don't put yourself in a vulnerable position for something you already know may or may not happen. These cards are saying it ain't happening, baby. You can make yourself as vulnerable as you want. You can spend as much money as you want. You can buy as much insurance as you want. But this travel, it ain't happening. Okay? I hope you know what I mean, Sequoia. I'm sure if you don't now, you will within 24 hours, but you probably do now, right? La da 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 da, la da da da. Quite welcome. Quite welcome. All right, so I think that covers everybody. I don't see any super chats here. I guess nobody else has any important questions they want me to answer today. You're quite welcome, Miss Marcia. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and delicious Thanksgiving. And if I don't see you guys here for a private between now and then I'll see you all back on the next video. Peace out.